This is very important in yoga. Now let us learn how to do this. Firstly, you need to learn one meditative posture. Okay, then you can do this properly. That's why I always tell you to learn a meditative posture. That is very important. Through the asana itself, you'll get benefits. If you can sit in asana for a longer time, then you can do pranayamas, mudras, and kriyas like this. That is why learning one meditative posture is very important. You can learn anything. Padmasana is better to do all these kriyas, mudras. If you can't sit in Padmasana, you can sit in any other asanas and do it. Now, how to do it? Steps. What are the steps? First step, you need to sit in Padmasana. Okay, you can also do this in standing posture. Okay, if somebody cannot sit and do it, you can do it in standing posture as well. If you have any health problems, you cannot sit, you can sit in a chair and practice if you have any problems. Okay, now after sitting in Padmasana, you have to be relaxed and comfortable. Okay, to be comfortable, to be stable, you should have practiced it for some time. Then only you will be able to sit, for some time. You should be stable and comfortable. Remember that. Next step is you need to take a deep breath and then exhale completely, and then no breathe in, no breathe out. Remember this while doing the Uddiyana Bandha. We are taking a deep breath and then exhaling completely and then pulling the abdomen in, and we are holding the abdomen in. That's it. While doing this, no breathe in, no breathe out. Okay. I'll show you and then I'll explain more about it. So now let's sit in Padmasana. Now what are we supposed to do? The hands will be like this. You can keep it like this. But while doing Agnisara Kriya or Uddiyana Bandha, we will hold the knees like this way. And then we'll bend forward. That's when you get more grip, energy, support to do it properly, accurately, more effectively. Now, this is the first step. Next step is you need to be comfortable. Third step, we need to take a deep breath and then exhale completely. Exhale completely. Pull the abdomen in and hold it. Now take a deep breath and relax. Now what are you supposed to do after one round? Deep breathings, 5 to 10 times. Okay? Dirgha Pranayama or Dirgha Bhastrika, like this. You can do more also. I just said 5 to 10 counts. You need to, let the body regain the energy. You should get rid of the tightness. Then your body is ready to do next round. That's how it is. That's why we are relaxing in between. That is why we are taking deep breathings. Okay, remember that. Why are we relaxing in between? Just to get rid of the tightness, just to regain the energy. Okay, that's why we should do deep breathings, 5 to 10 counts. Now just now what did I do? I took a deep breath, I exhaled completely, and then I pulled the abdomen in, I held it inside. While holding it, no breathing. A lot of people do mistake here. Okay, after exhalation, while holding, they're breathing. Okay, you should not do that. Okay, I'll show one more time. Now I'm going to take a deep breath. Exhale. That's it. No breathe in, no breathe out after this. Now breathing. Okay, this is how we should do. And what to remember next step, I told you, while doing this, after exhalation, we need to bend forward slightly, and then you need to place your palms on the knees and to push. You need to push the knees like this, okay? And you can open your hands like this. That's when you get more support. You can do it more effectively. That's when you can pull the abdomen. This is abdomen, this is spine. This should go close to the spine. If you don't bend like this, what happens? This abdomen will go till here. When you bend forward, it will go further. Okay, that's how it is. That's why you need to bend like this and then pull the abdomen. Take hand support, spine support. Once you do it, then you will understand, you know, how, why are we bending forward? Okay, just remember, you need to bend like this and then push this way. I'll do one more time. Take a deep breath. This is how it is done. Okay, now if you're a beginner, if you're new to this, if you're new to yoga, you might be able to do it. Some people, they might not be able to do it on day one itself. But as I said, so practice like this. If you can't do it like this, what to do? Exhale first. Try to pull this in like this. Slowly. One day you'll be able to pull it in further. And then after a few days, you'll be able to pull it in more, further like this. If you go to advanced level, then it will go very deep. That's how it is. Okay, on day one itself, you may not be able to do it perfectly. That is okay. That is normal. You don't have to worry about it. It takes time. Body takes time, and you need to train the body and mind, right? It will take time. So this is very important. As I said, this has a lot of physical benefits. This has, spiritual benefits as well. Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana. That means we are trying to awaken the Kundalini Shakti. If you are in spiritual path, that will help. But if we are getting a lot of physical benefits, that's more than sufficient, right? To be healthy physically, mentally. Yoga helps. Everything in yoga helps. This is also very good for physical and mental health. And to get the benefits out of this, what you are supposed to do is, you need to do it at the right time. What is the right time? Early morning or in the evening. Okay. And before doing this, don't eat, don't drink. Some people do mistake, like this. They'll eat something and then they'll do it after some time. They'll drink something, coffee, tea, milk, juices, whatever it is, and then they'll start doing this. You should do it on empty stomach. Remember this. Empty stomach in the sense, in the morning you wake up, you do all your activities, you clean, you brush, you drink water. After drinking water, give 10 to 15 minutes gap, then practice it. Okay, if you're doing it in the evening, there should be 3 hours gap after a meal. Remember that. If you eat meals afternoon, there should be 3 hours of gap. Then you can practice this. Okay, don't do it immediately after drinking a lot of water, juice, coffee, milk, something like that. There should be some gap. Okay, remember that. And next step, you need to do it. So people do it, they'll expect benefits, that's fine. You have to know, you should know how to do it. There is a way, right? Properly. You should do it properly at the right time. And next step is, you need to do it regularly. That's the problem. People start and they'll stop immediately after a few days or a day or a week. That's not it is done. You need to do it at the right time. You need to do it regularly. You need to do it correctly. Okay, maintain this. You need to have that, time for yourself. Try to have, time for yourself. These days, a lot of people don't have time. That's the problem. But you should have at least 1 hour for your health, right? So practice this regularly to stay away from disease.